shiren benza he ru ru ga hong hong be ja ke ne zo la sa wa ram so om shiren benza he ru ru ga hong hong be ja ke ne zo la sa wa ram so om shi ru ru ga hong hong be ja ke ne zo la sa wa ram so om shi ren benza he ru ru ga hong hong be ja ke ne zo la sa wa ram so om shi ren benza he ru ru ga hong hong be ja ke ne zo la sa wa ram so om shi ren benza he ru ru ga hong hong be ja ke ne zo la sa wa ram so om shi ren benza he ru ru ga hong hong be ja ke ne zo la sa wa ram so
Page 24. So page 24. Hum kandaro he hung hung pe hum swabhava shuddha sarva dharma swabhava shuddhoham. From the state of emptiness arises Ah, from which arise skull cups, each containing a hung. The syllables melt and turn into inconceivable offering clouds, undefiled nectar in essence, and a variety of distinct features in appearance.
Om benza gamva ho, om benza inza manava ho, om benza chokchana ho, om benza badenga ho, om benza dubea ho, om benza dubea ho, om benza logea ho, om benza gendea ho, om benza nevedea ho, om benza shakta ho.
In the Buddha, the Dharma, and Sangha, I unceasingly take refuge. In the Yogin, secret mantra, and Dakini, the embodiments of the three wheels, and in the male and female spiritual warriors, I unceasingly take refuge. For the sake of all sentient beings, I will become Heruka and establish all sentient beings in the supreme state of Heruka. In the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, I unceasingly take refuge. In the Yogin, secret mantra, and Dakini, the embodiments of the three wheels, and in the male and female spiritual warriors, I unceasingly take refuge. For the sake of all sentient beings, I will become Heruka and establish all sentient beings in the supreme state of Heruka. In the Buddha, the Dharma, and Sangha, I unceasingly take refuge. In the Yogin, secret mantra, and Dakini, the embodiments of the three wheels, and in the male and female spiritual warriors, I unceasingly take refuge. For the sake of all sentient beings, I will become Heruka and establish all sentient beings in the supreme state of Heruka. Shri is non-dual, primordial wisdom. He is emptiness of causes and so forth. Ru is without assemblage, and Ka is nowhere abiding. I am glorious Heruka, the cause and benefit and happiness for all sentient beings. Shri Heruka. I appear as great glorious Chakrasamvara. My 5 aggregates are the 5 Buddha families. My 5 elements are the 5 mothers, and my sense sources are the bodhisattvas. From the life force syllable hung at my heart emerge the 4 Sambhani mantras, black, green, red, and yellow. They emanate into the 4 directions and transform into an indestructible Vajra fence, ground, web, tent, canopy, and a dome of wisdom flames, becoming a vast protection sphere. Solid, secure, and utterly terrifying, it is impregnable to obstructors, even to Brahma.
Om Bedar Medana Bedar Bava Bedar Bindahu Om Bedar Jagara Hong Banghu Om Bedar Benzala Hong Banghu Om Bedar Bedana Hong Kamhu Om Bedar Shura Dola Tam Samcha Om Bedar Zola Analanga Hong Hong.
The light radiating from the hung at the heart of myself, appearing as Heruka, invites the Guru and the gathering of Chakrasamvara deities into the space before me. Vajra Samaja.
Om Shri Heruka Sabare Devadevaso Om Shri Cakrasamvara Retreat Om Shri Cakrasamvara Retreat
I take refuge in the three jewels and confess each and every wrongdoing. I rejoice in the virtues of beings and will hold the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas dear to my heart. I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly until attaining enlightenment. I give rise to bodhicitta in order to fully accomplish the purpose of others and myself. Having given rise to the Supreme Mind of bodhicitta, I welcome all sentient beings. I will practice the supreme bodhisattva conduct of acting with kindness. May I attain enlightenment for the benefit of all beings. I take refuge in the three jewels and confess each and every wrongdoing. I rejoice in the virtues of beings and will hold the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas dear to my heart. I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly until attaining enlightenment. I give rise to bodhicitta in order to fully accomplish the purpose of others and myself. Having given rise to the Supreme Mind of bodhicitta, I welcome all sentient beings. I will practice the Supreme Bodhisattva's conduct of acting with kindness. May I attain enlightenment for the benefit of all beings. I take refuge in the three jewels and confess each and every wrongdoing. I rejoice in the virtues of beings and will hold the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas dear to my heart. I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly until attaining enlightenment. I give rise to bodhicitta in order to fully accomplish the purpose of others and myself. Having given rise to the Supreme Mind of bodhicitta, I welcome all sentient beings. I will practice the Supreme Bodhisattva conduct of acting with kindness. May I attain enlightenment for the benefit of all beings. The field of accumulation dissolves into me.
Om Soba Vajda Sarva Dharma Soba Vajda.
My body gradually dissolves into the awareness Hung, which then remains in space in the form of a nada string. From the luminous and empty natural state of all phenomena arises an intensely blazing protection sphere of azure ground, fence, tent, web, canopy, and masses of fire. At its center arise space, wind, fire, water, earth, and Mount Meru, upon which arise a variegated lotus and a crossed vajra. At the center of that arises a broom, from which arises a great immeasurable palace, made of precious substances, brilliant and complete in its characteristics. Outside are spheres of lotuses and vajras, masses of fire, and the charnel grounds. Inside the palace, in the center of a multicolored lotus, is a sun disk with Bhairava and Kalaratri as a seat, upon which is a mandala of sun and moon, and the white vowels and red consonants. In an instant, the nada of my awareness enters it and transforms into a vajra with a brilliant blue hung at its center. The light emanating from it makes offerings to the Buddhas and benefits beings. The light gathers back and dissolves into the seed syllable. The moon, sun, seed syllable, and implement transform, and I arise as the transcendent conqueror Chakrasamvara, outshining the radiance of a clear sky. I have one face, 3 eyes, and bared fangs. My hair knot is adorned with jeweled, dried skulls, bound by a garland of vajras along my hairline, and the top of my hair knot is adorned with a jewel, the front with a crossed vajra, and the left with a crescent moon. Holding a vajra and bell in my hands, I am embracing the consort. With my left leg bent, I stand on Bhairava's head, and my outstretched right leg presses down between Kalaratri's breasts. I bear the 6 charnel ground adornments, a loose tiger skin skirt, and a garland of 50 freshly severed heads around my neck. And I display the 9 moods of dance. On my lap is coral-colored Vajrayogini, with 1 face and 3 eyes. Half her hair flows down loosely, and the other half is bound up with 5 dried skulls. Embracing the neck of the father, her left hand serves a skull cup filled with nectar to his mouth. The right hand, in threatening mudra, fiercely brandishes a curved knife with a vajra handle. Her left leg is outstretched, and her right leg is wrapped around the father. Blissful and endowed with the youth of a 16-year-old, her beauty is extraordinary. She is naked and fond of blood, wears a garland of 50 dried skulls, and is endowed with the 5 mudras. The father and mother are adorned with the major and minor marks and silken scarves. Like the fire at the end of time, their blissful union of method and wisdom is magnificent. In front is blue dakini, and to the left is green lama. Behind is red kandaroha, and to the right is yellow rupini. Each has 1 face, 3 eyes, menacing laughter, bared fangs, hair flying loose, a crown ornament of dried skulls, and a garland of 50 dried skulls around the neck. In their right hands they each brandish aloft in space a curved knife, and in their left they hold to their hearts skulls filled with blood. A katvanga is tucked into the crook of the left arm. Their bodies are naked and sensuous, and they are endowed with the 5 symbols. With the right leg outstretched and the left bent, they dance majestically upon corpses. Upon moon discs in the 4 intermediate directions are vases filled with the 5 nectars, and topped by skull cups filled with the 5 meats. At the forehead of each deity is a white Om on a moon disc. At the throat on a lotus is a red Ah, and at the heart, at the center of a crossed vajra, is a blue Hung. In the heart of the father are white Om Ha, and at the forehead yellow Namahi, on the crown red Svaha Hu, and on both shoulders black Vau Sat He, at both eyes crimson Hum Hum Ho, and at all limbs green Pet Hum. At the navel of the mother is red Om Bum. At the heart is blue Hum Yum. At the mouth white Hrim Mum. And at the head yellow Hrim Hrim. At the crown green Hum Hum. And at all limbs gray Pei Pei. Pem Pem, the light radiating from the Hung at my heart invites the Viras and Yoginis of the 10 directions and the empowerment deities into the space before me. The wisdom and commitment beings become indivisible.
Om Yoga Shuddha Sarvada Yoga Shuddha Om Sarvada Danga Abekhinza Duma.
Having been supplicated, the empowerment deities hold aloft a vase filled with nectar and proclaim, just as the Buddhas were bathed upon birth, we will bathe you with the pure water of the gods. Saying this, they bestow the empowerment with the nectar, which fills my body and purifies all defilements, transforming me into the supreme nature of great bliss. The empowerment deities then dissolve into me. From the overflowing nectar arises the crown ornament of Akshobhya on the principal Lord, Varachana on the mother, and Ratnasambhava on the 4 Dakinis.
Om Sarva Dada Gade Abekhen Gade Sama Shireye Hu.
Eruka Sapariwara Akam Pratisa. Om
Shireye Sapariwara Inzamanam Badeza So. Om Shireye Sapariwara Nedokshana Badeza So. Om Shireye Sapariwara Badeza So. Om Shireye Sapariwara Badeza So. Om Shireye Sapariwara Badeza So. Om Shire Ruga Sabare Alogeda Desaso Om Shire Ruga Sabare Desaso Om Shire Ruga Sabare Varaneve Desaso Om Shire Ruga Sabare Shabda Badi Zayanto Om Banzarvane Hom Om Banzarvanje Hom Om Banzarmadangve Hom Om Banzarmaraze Hom Om Banzarhase Hom Om Banzarlase Hom Om Benzangete Hom Om Benzanete Hom Om Benzapube Hom Om Benzalube Hom Om Benzandebang Hom Om Benzangete Hom Om Benza Hom Merase Benza Hom Om Sabashin Benza Hom Om Dharma Dardam Benza Hom
I offer to the mouth of the kind root guru and all the glorious holy lineage guru Om Ahum.
Om Shire Banza Hiruga Hom Benda Gnan Zola Savara Om Benda Berozanaye Om Dragane Om Lame Om Kindarohe Om Rubane Om Sarva Dharma Om Sarva Tathagata Anuranga Beja Sobhava Makuha.
Om, homage to the conqueror, the courageous Lord. I bow to you who blaze like the fire at the end of a great kalpa, whose locks are bound up at the crown, whose face is terrifying, fiercely bearing fangs, whose hands gleaming with 1,000 lights raises a battle axe and lasso, and hold a spear and a katvanga, who wears the tiger skin robe, and whose smoky color resembles great darkness. Om, homage to the transcendent conqueress Vajravarahi, to the superior mother of the three worlds, invincible awareness consort, who destroys all fears of evil spirits with your great Vajra nature, to you with controlling eyes who remains like a Vajra seat unconquered by others, who neutralizes even poison, wrathful, fierce lady bearing your fangs, terrifier, annihilator who severs completely, who conquers all adversaries, all victorious one, conquering those who will make us dull, rigid, and confused, to Vajravarahi, great yogini, powerful lady who fulfills all desires, I bow. Homage to the 4 heart yoginis, who represent the 4 activities of pacifying, enriching, overpowering, and suppressing, the 4 placements of mindfulness of body, feeling, mind, and phenomena, and the 4 levels of joy. joy, supreme joy, beyond joy, and co-emergent joy. Inside my body, appearing as Heruka, are the 3 channels and the 4 chakras. My crown is a white hum, at my throat a white om, at my heart a blue hung, and at my navel a red ah. From the ah, wisdom fire blazes forth, burning away the syllables of the 3 chakras. From the hum, white drops descend, and restoring the 3 syllables, blissful warmth blazes forth. From the hung at my heart, a mantra garland emerges. It descends through the pathway of the Vajra, enters the lotus of the mother, and rises through her central channel. It emerges from her mouth, enters again into my mouth, and dissolves into the seed syllable at my heart, In this way, it circles continuously.
Om Shri Menda He Guru Gom Be Nagenen Zola Sa Waram So Om Shri Menda He Guru Gom Be Nagenen Zola Sa Naram So Om Shri Menda He Guru Gom Be Nagenen Zola Sa Varam So Om Shri
Dorjee Guru Nam
Om Shaha Om Be Om Be Zambero Zanaya Om Be Om Be Zambero Zanaya Om Be Om Be Zambero Zanaya Om Be Zambero Zanaya Om Be Zambero Zanaya Zambero Zanaya Om Be Om Be Zambero Zanaya Om Be Zambero Zanaya Om Be Om Be Zambero Zanaya Om Be Om Be Zambero Zanaya Bezambero Zanaya Om Be Bezambero Zanaya Bezambero Zanaya Om Be Bezambero Zanaya Bezambero Zanaya Om Be Om Sarva Bedandraganaya Bezavananaya Om Sarva Bedandraganaya Bezavananaya Om Sarva Bedandraganaya Om Sarva Bedandraganaya Bezavananaya Om Sarva Bedandraganaya Bezavananaya Sarva Bedandraganaya Bezavananaya Om Sarva Bedandraganaya Bezavananaya Om Sarva Bedandraganaya Bezavananaya Om Bedandraganaya Bezavananaya Om Sarva Bedandraganaya Bezavananaya Om Be.
From the mantra around the hung at the heart of each Dakini, light radiates. From these rays of light, deities emerge, who then act for the benefit of beings. The light gathers back and dissolves into the hung.
Om Daganaya Om Daganaya Om Daganaya Om Daganaya Daganaya Om Daganaya Om Daganaya Om Daganaya Om Daganaya Om Be Om Lame Om Lame Om Be Lame Om Om Lame Om Be Om Kindaro Om Be Om Kindaro Om Be Kindaro Om Kindaro Om Be Kindaro Kindaro Om Be Kindaro Om Be Kindaro Om Be Om Kindaro Om Be Om Drupone Om Be Drupone Om Drupone Om Be Drupone Om Be Drupone Om Be Drupone Om Rupanaya Hum Be.
The light radiating from the hung at my heart gathers the protection sphere and charnel grounds into the immeasurable palace, which dissolves into the four Dakinis, who dissolve into the mother, who dissolves into the father, who then dissolves into the hung at my heart, which dissolves from the hook at its foot upward into its body, the body into the head into the crescent moon, and finally that gathers into the nada string. The nada too dissolves and becomes imperceptible, settle within luminous clarity, even and vast. Once again, like a fish leaping from water, I arise as the great, glorious Heruka, with one face and two arms, whose magnificent form appears clearly, but is empty, like a mirage.
Om Kendaro He Hom Pe Om Soba Vashuddha Sarva Dharma Soba Vashuddha.
From the state of emptiness appear wind, fire, and a hearth of skulls. On this from A arises a vast and wide Kapala. Inside that from B, Ra, Ma, Mu, and Shu arise the five nectars, and from Na, Go, Da, Ha, and Ku arise the five meats, marked with Hum, Brum, Am, Jim, and Kam. Through purifying, realizing, and flaring, the substances become a vast ocean of wisdom nectar. Pam, the light radiating from the hung at my heart, invites the conqueror Chakrasamvara from the pure lands of Akanishta, together with a myriad Veeras and Yoginis, to come here to the space before me. On the tongues of the assembly of the deities of the five wheels are white vajras the size of barley grain. The torma is offered to the deities by moving it in a circle, to the left for those in the cardinal directions, and to the right for those in the intermediate directions.
Om Bedzarale Ho Zahom Bao Om Sadagana Samaya Sato Deshaya Ho Om Bedzarale Ho Zahom Bao Bedzandra Kena Samaya Sato Deshaya Ho Om Bedzarale Ho Zahom Bao Bedzandra Kena Samaya Sato Deshaya Ho Om Shire Heruka Sapareva Agambati Dasova Om Shire Heruka Dasova Om Shire Heruka Sapareva Bubam Bade Zasova Om Shere Heruka Saparewa Bubam Bade Zasova Om Shere Heruka Saparewa Aloge Bade Zasova Om Shere Heruka Saparewa Gende Bade Zasova Om Shere Heruka Saparewa Nevede Bade Zasova Om Shere Heruka Saparewa Shabda Bade Zasova
I bow to glorious Heruka, great hero, utterly pure Vajra Lord, and to Vajravarahi, passionate one, yogini for those with great passion, equally victorious over attachment to existence and peace. You have conquered all conceptual thoughts. You see the even space-like nature of all phenomena. Protector, may the nectar of your heart, infused with your compassion, drench me. Goddesses, please care for me with your great love.
Om Gha Gaye Gaye Savaya Charaja Sabut Veda Bishaza Umada Abama Raga Raga Nedaya Emamalendra Hane Samaya Rajenda Sarva Siddhe Medra Yadze Yadhe Bam Yadhe Dam Benzada Pervada Zendrada Madhira Mada Mama Sarva Kardaya Sasagam Bhashid Savaya Jabab Hom Hom Be Sava Om Kaka Kaya Kaya Savaya Chara Sabda Dreda Beshaza Umada Abba Naya Ema Balenda Hanenda Samaya Rakshe Sarva Siddhe Bedra Yatseda Yateb Yatedra Benzada Bevada Zendrada Madhira Mat Mama Sarva Kedaya Sesugam Beshuddha Sayaja Bhavindo Hom Hom Be Sova Om Kaka Kaya Ka Sava Yaksha Raksha Sabda Dreda Bishat Umada Abba Mara Draka Draka Nedai Imam Balendra Hanenda Samaya Rachi Sarva Siddhe Medra Yatseda Yatebam Yatedra Benzadha Pevada Zendradham Madhira Mada Mama Sarva Kataya Sesugam Beshidaya Savaya Bhavindo Hom Hom Beso.
Om, guardians of the directions, local guardians, gods and hosts of Nagas, harm bringers, bloodthirsty demons, elemental spirits, flesh eaters, hungry ghosts, insanity inflictors, memory crippling demons, dakinis and mamos, please accept this Torma offering. Help us yogins attain enlightenment, pacify adverse circumstances, harm and injury, and cause the four enlightened activities to be accomplished.
heruka samaya manubalaya heruka dinoba didadendro me bava sudukhayo me bava anurado me bava subukhayo me bava sarva siddhe me drayanza sarva karma siddham shiyam guru ha 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 hu bangave deda heruka mameme heruka gubava ma samaya sato ahom be om deda samaya manubalaya deda heruka idhadendo me bava sudukhayo me bava anurado me bava subukhayo me bava sarva siddhe me drayanza no karma siddham guru ha 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 ho banga esa heyoga mayoga guba mahasamaya satum om bedha heruka samaya manubalaya bedha janarame idhadendro me bava sudukhayo me bava anurado me bava subukhayo me bava sarva siddhe me drayanza sarva karma siddham siddham shriyam guru ha 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 hu banga bedha heruka mameme heruka guba mahasamaya sato ahom.
Now to page 79. The mundane beings return to their own abodes, and the wisdom beings dissolve into myself. At the heart of myself, appearing as the transcendent conqueror, are white Om Ha at the head, yellow Namahi at the crown, red Svaha Hu, on both shoulders black Vasat He, at both eyes crimson Hum Hum Ho, and at the limbs green Pet Hum.
Om Sambhana Sambhana Om Om Jahana Janana Om Om Jahana Baya Jahana Baya Om Anaya Om Banga Meyaranza Om
Supreme Deity, illusory dance of union endowed with 7 aspects, Lord who pervades the 100 Buddha families and your retinue, through the force of your inconceivable, perfect, abundant qualities, please bestow the auspiciousness to attain common and supreme accomplishments. Dharma Dhatu Vajra Queen, foremost Dakinis and 4 Dakinis, powerful goddesses who rule the wheel of great bliss, and an ocean-like assembly of protectors who guard the 24 holy sites, please grant the auspiciousness to attain common and supreme accomplishments. By this virtue, and by the power of whatever virtue is amassed in the 3 times in samsara and nirvana, may I and all beings as limitless as the sky, without exception, accomplish the victorious King of delight. Exalted Supreme Deity, victorious Chakrasamvara, if I practice you with one-pointed devotion, let your compassion neither wane nor be indifferent, but swiftly reveal your delightful, sublime face. Through practicing the key points of settling in a state of controlling and binding the channels, winds, and drops of my impure illusory body, may it become free from obscurations, undefiled and clear, and may I attain supreme accomplishment in this very life. If due to a lack of fortune and diligence I am not freed in this life, then at the time of death may the assembly of Viras and Dakinis of the 5 wheels, such as skull pieces and the rest, receive me with parasols, victory banners, a symphony of music, and various offering clouds, and then lead me to the pure field of Kechara. There may I behold the face of the victorious Haruka. In that field may I practice diligently the supreme swift path of secret mantra, and thereby cleanse the 2 obscurations and all karmic traces. May I accomplish the unified state of the supreme Vajra body, endowed with the 7 aspects. Although I might attain the Dharmakaya for my own sake in this way, out of immeasurable compassion for all mother beings, may my 2-form emanations show them the teachings of the Supreme Vehicle, and thus may I swiftly establish them in the state of a Vajra holder. By this virtue may I swiftly accomplish the divine assembly of Chakrasamvara deities, and establish all beings without exception in that state.
Long life.
Okay, the yellow prayer book, page 15. For this realm encircled by snow-covered mountains, you are the source of every benefit and bliss without exception. Tenzin Gyatso, you who are one with Avalokiteshvara, may you remain steadfast until samsara's end. You are the embodiment of all the precious ones. You, a great being, are the holder and the promoter of the teachings of the Shakya lion. Your perfect actions are for the liberation of sentient beings. May you, the Jetson Lama, whose enlightened activities are spontaneously present, live long. Precious holder of the triple gem of Drigungpa, who preserves the indisputable practice of the profound Dharma, who has realized the sublime truth which reveals peace and illumination, may you, who relieve the suffering of limitless beings, live long. The one known in the Holy Land as Aryadeva, emanated into the Gar clan of eastern Tibet as Tridingpa, the heart son of Jigten Gombo. May the life of the glorious Garchen remain steadfast for 100 aeons. In this age of strife, when the victor's teachings faces hardship, through his powerful Vajra-like conduct, he takes on himself the heavy responsibility of the unbiased teaching. May Garchen, the son of the teaching, live long. You who are richly endowed with the glorious wealth of Dharma knowledge, who, through reflecting and meditating, have actualized the self-aware, absolute reality, and shine with 100,000 light rays of the ethical discipline of the Buddha Dharma, may you, Kenshin Ratna Dwaza, live long. You possess the repository of the essence teachings of the past Supreme Siddhas. You, the precious Kunchok, are the refuge for all beings. You are the treasure trove of all the wish-fulfilling Norbus. Drupon, Kunchok, Norbu, I supplicate you. By the power and the wealth of our devotion and virtue, and of all the deities of the 3 roots and guardians, may the life of the Guru, glorious protector, hold firm, and his actions ceaselessly spread in the 10 directions. Your 1,000 arms are the 1,000 Chakravartin kings. Your 1,000 eyes are the 1,000 Buddhas of this fortunate era. I prostrate to the Venerable Chenrezig, who shows whatever is needed to subdue those to be subdued.
Om Thank you. Om